Miss Pantry, and today I'm gonna make a low-carb lasagna. I'm gonna use my small ultra pro pan because it's gonna be basically 2 layers of lasagna. It's gonna be delicious, I promise you, and it's really keto friendly. Instead of pasta, I'm gonna use these grilled zucchini slices. No sauce or seasoning is added to this, so it's perfect. Now, let those thaw out. I've got a bunch of kale here that I'm gonna use, and a half of a pretty big onion. Onions have quite a few carbs, but I'm gonna saute those down. It's taking that pasta out of it, so it's not being strict keto, but oh so delicious. I think that if you give yourself enough variety, you're going to be able to succeed a little bit easier with your journey on weight loss. So, okay. So I think I've got that cut up. I take the really, this is kale that I get. It's an organic bag of kale. It's like a 3-pound bag. And, you know, the little hard woody stem, I make sure none of those are left in the mix. And I'm gonna get this over to the saute pan, saute the onions, the kale, and ooh, I think I need some garlic. And we'll, in olive oil, and then we'll get to browning off the sausage. Now the sausage is no MSG, no sugar, and what else did it say? No nitrates, no nitrites. Anyway, so this is hot Italian sausage. Absolutely wonderful. And I forgot to turn the camera on. This is about 1.5 cups of ricotta cheese that I mixed 1 cage-free, actually pasture egg with, a half a bundle of fresh parsley, fresh grated Parmesan, a half a cup of that, and a little bit of Johnny's garlic in here. So, and a pinch of salt. So that is going to be my ricotta layer, and I've got mozzarella. I also have some pizza sauce that's almost gone. I want to use this up, so I'm going to go ahead and use it. Add a little bit of tomato paste in there, and we've got mozzarella. That's how easy it is. Lasagna. Okay, come on, let's go get to cooking some of this up and get it ready because I'm hungry. Okay, so I've got my pan heating up, and this is my Curtis Stone pan. I'll try to leave you a link for for these down below. They're non-stick, but oh my gosh, they're wonderful. So about a tablespoon of olive oil is all you really need. I'm gonna put my kale down first, and I've changed my mind on how much onion. I think that's too much onion, so I'm only gonna use part of it. I don't want it too overwhelming. So, because it's not a big, huge lasagna. If it was a big lasagna pan full, I'd probably go ahead and use the whole thing, but so probably 1/4 of a large onion, and I'll get this sauteed off, and I'll bring you back. And in the meantime, I better get some garlic chopped up, because I want garlic in there as soon as this wilts down. Okay, so I've got my kale and my onions all kind of sweated down, and you can see how much that shrinks down. If it was spinach, I would have used a lot more, but kale's kind of got it's a strong flavor on its own. Here's another one of those woody stems. I want those out of there. They kind of show up at the end, so grab that, and there's another one. Gosh darn. Okay. Now, yum. Time for garlic. And put that off there. Okay, so I did 3 cloves of garlic, all chopped up. And as soon as that becomes fragrant, I'm going to shut the heat off. But I am going to add some Italian seasoning because we're seasoning in layers. So a good teaspoon of Italian seasoning. That smells fantastic. And then it's time to add the sausage right to the same pan. My onions are pretty translucent. My garlic has become fragrant. I'm going to shut the fire off until I get my sausage out of its casings, and we're ready to go. It's time to put the sausage. I've taken it out of the casings, and there it is. And we'll just break it up as I cook it. And I've got my zucchini out of the packaging. It's thawed, and I'm letting it blot the excess moisture onto paper toweling. You can add a little salt if you like. I'm probably just going to add a little bit of kosher salt or Himalayan pink salt to draw out some more of the moisture. But it only makes sense because I love zucchini in my spaghetti sauce, my lasagna, and so now I'm going to use it as the vehicle instead of the noodle. All right. Ooh, this is going to get good. All right, I'll be back when the sausage is all browned off. Okay, so now our meat is done, and it smells incredible. So I'm going to add my sauce, and you can use marinara, you can use pizza sauce. I'm using the rest of this pizza sauce because I don't want it to go bad. And I'm going to add a little bit of tomato paste because it's not thick enough. So I've got a can of tomato paste here, and I want this pretty thick because those zucchini noodles will still let off a little bit of moisture, and so I want a nice thick hearty sauce to go down. I don't want it to be dry, but I don't want it to be too saucy because we don't have pasta that's going to absorb it. So look, see how the kale just kind of disappears along with the onions and the garlic, but let me just tell you, it smells fabulous. So you really want to break up that, make sure that if you're using tomato paste or tomato powder, that it's evenly distributed throughout the dish, and so you don't have one spot that gets a whole bunch. And now I'm gonna get a tasting spoon and taste this. Make sure I've got the right seasoning. And this is a little grapefruit spoon, but oh well. Okay, there we go. Oh wow, that's perfect. It's going to be so good. That is really good. Very, very good. Okay, I am so happy with that. Now I can start assembling my lasagna. Okay, all right, let's get to assembling. Want to? Okay, so here's the zucchini that was in that package, and I actually lightly salted this to draw out any excess moisture, and you can see there's some coming out. And you soak that up with paper toweling. Might grab another paper towel. And that'll keep some texture to this zucchini. And if I was using fresh zucchini, I would do the same thing. I would salt it and, go ahead and, I don't mind, honestly, if it's a little moist. Some people don't like that at all, but I don't mind. Anyway, there you go. Okay, now we're ready. I'm so excited. So I'm going to move my pan here. I've got my hot sauce over here. I'm going to add a little bit down at the bottom of my pan. This pan is non-stick, it's microwave and oven safe. And I can tell you it makes the best lasagna because if you put the lid on, your cheese that's on top will never burn or scorch. It stays perfect. So I just want to cover the bottom. This is what I do with my, lasagna that I do with pasta. And then I'm going to add a layer, and this is only going to be a 2-layer lasagna. I'm going to add a layer of zucchini noodles. Grilled zucchini. Gosh, what a great thing to have on the shelf, in the freezer, for those last minute things that you want to do, right? I was wanting to make a lasagna with no noodles, and voila, I saw these. These are brand new in the market, and it adds nutrition. It adds all kinds of stuff to your dish. And I'm just parts and pieces. Okay, now I'm gonna add my ricotta mixture, and I want a pretty healthy batch of that because we're only doing a couple layers. So my whole ricotta mixture that I made up, and I'm sorry that I didn't have the camera going. I really feel bad, but it's super easy. You know, ricotta, an egg. I buy the big thing of ricotta because it's cheaper, it's more economical, and then I can use it in several recipes. I can have ricotta eggs. I can make a low carb or keto friendly ricotta egg pancake. If you guys want to see any of those recipes, let me know in the comment section. Okay. That was the perfect amount. Now, meat sauce. Oh my gosh. Well, gotta do another layer, sorry. I'm just anxious for the meat. I'm anxious for the meat. Ooh, these might not be quite enough, but we're gonna make it work. It'll be okay. It'll be all right. Right? Maybe we can cheat and fudge. Cheat and fudge. There we go. That looks as good as it's gonna get. So now a layer of meat sauce. And there you go. A 2-layer lasagna, and that's really all you need. You know, lasagna is pretty calorie heavy. If you do 3 layers, and I love it, but I'm thinking this will be just absolutely perfect. So there you go. Get this all over here, and now we're gonna top it off with our mozzarella, and oh, that sauce is rich and delicious. Okay, so I've got some Tillamook mozzarella. It's like a farm style thick cut. I love it. But I don't think I have quite enough. I don't know, maybe I do. Maybe. I really want a nice thick layer of cheese though. So I'm gonna add a little bit. I've got a little bit extra over here. Some mozzarella that I had in the freezer. Just thawed that out. And there we go. There, now we're talking. Mozzarella goodness. And you could use fresh mozzarella. I've done that. Usually that's what I do for my homemade lasagna, but this is what we're doing tonight. And I'm using up some stuff that I've had in the refrigerator and the freezer, and there you go. The lid's going on. It's going into a 350-degree oven until it is golden brown on top. It will not burn with this lid on, and it'll be bubbly and delicious, and I'll show you what it looks like. It'll be in there about 45 minutes to an hour. Okay guys, so the lasagna is out of the oven. I've already kind of cut into trying to get this. It's had a chance to rest for about 15 minutes, which I think you really need to do. So it holds together. Look at that. Woohoo! It's gonna be delicious. I am super excited. No pasta, but yet all the flavor, everything you want in your lasagna. And you could make these into roll-ups as well, but let's get a little bit of a picture, and I'm gonna get a bite of this. How about that? Oh my goodness. Okay. Let's get some of that. So I don't mess up the picture right away. We'll just go ahead and get a bite. absolutely delicious. So good. Tastes just like the lasagna you have any other time with pasta. You're just missing out on those carbs. So guys, I hope that this inspires you to get a little more veg in your diet and a little less carbs. Let's eat some lasagna. Yum. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye.